Look at your life right now. Not the version you show people, not the version you talk about, the real one, the quiet one, the honest one. Are you where you said you'd be? Or are you still telling yourself, one day I'll change, one day I'll start, one day I'll become more? But let me ask you something. How many one days have already passed? How many mornings did you wake up knowing you could do more and chose comfort instead? Because here's the truth nobody likes to say out loud. Average doesn't ruin your life. Average slowly steals it. And most people never notice it happening. Average feels safe. Average doesn't demand much from you. Average lets you sleep in. Average lets you blend in. Average lets you explain your dreams instead of living them. And that's why average is so dangerous. Because average doesn't scream. It whispers. It whispers, "You've got time." It whispers, "You're doing okay." It whispers, "At least you're not failing." But let me ask you, is not failing really the life you want? Is okay the ceiling you dreamed of as a child? Or did you once imagine more before the world taught you to settle? Before fear made you smaller? Before disappointment trained you to lower your expectations? Average is not a lack of talent. Average is a lack of decision. And the longer you stay there, the harder it becomes to leave. Every transformation begins the same way. Not with motivation, not with confidence, but with discomfort. That quiet moment when you realize something is wrong. You're tired, but not from effort. You're exhausted, but not from growth. You're tired of repeating the same year over and over, just with a different calendar. You scroll, you compare, you distract yourself, and deep down, a voice keeps asking, "Is this really it?" That question is dangerous, because once you hear it, you can't unhear it. And now you're standing at a crossroads. One path is familiar, comfortable, predictable. The other path? Lonely, uncertain, demanding. Transformation always begins here, and most people turn back. Will you? So why do most people never transform? Let's be honest, transformation sounds inspiring until it gets uncomfortable. Because real transformation costs something. It costs your old habits. It costs your excuses. It costs versions of yourself that you secretly like. And that's where most people quit. They want the results of transformation without the pain of becoming. They want confidence without discipline, success without sacrifice, growth without discomfort. But transformation doesn't negotiate. It demands commitment. It asks you, are you willing to be misunderstood? Are you willing to be alone for a while? Are you willing to disappoint people who benefited from the old you? Because the moment you decide to change, everything around you reacts. Not everyone will clap, not everyone will support you. Some will mock you, some will doubt you, some will hope you fail, quietly. And here's the hard truth. If everyone is comfortable with your growth, you're not growing enough. Transformation is not addition, it's elimination. You don't become unstoppable by adding more motivation. You become unstoppable by removing weakness. Old habits must die. Old thinking must die. Old comfort must die. And death is never easy. There will be days you miss the old you, the version that didn't push so hard, the version that didn't demand excellence. But ask yourself, where did that version get you? Comfort doesn't build strength, pressure does. And every time you resist comfort, every time you choose discipline, something inside you changes, quietly, slowly, permanently. This is the part nobody sees. The early mornings, the late nights, the sacrifices with no applause. This is where transformation is forged. Let's talk about the part nobody warns you about. Transformation is lonely. When you stop partying, you lose invitations. When you stop complaining, you lose conversations. When you stop explaining yourself, you lose validation, and suddenly it's just you, your thoughts, your discipline, your vision. And that silence, it's uncomfortable, but it's also powerful. Because in silence, you hear yourself clearly. You realize who you are without noise, without approval, without distraction. And that's when something shifts. You stop asking for permission, you stop waiting to be ready, you stop needing external motivation. You begin to move differently, more intentional, more focused, more dangerous. This is where real transformation happens, not in what you do, but in who you become. You stop saying, "I'm trying," you start saying, "This is who I am now." You don't rely on motivation anymore, you rely on standards. You don't wait to feel like it, you act because that's what disciplined people do. And slowly, your identity changes. You wake up earlier, you tolerate less nonsense, you move with purpose, not because it's easy, but because it's necessary. And here's the secret. Once your identity changes, your behavior follows automatically. That's when average loses its grip on you. But don't get it twisted. Transformation will test you. There will be days when progress feels invisible, when results lag behind effort, when quitting sounds reasonable. This is where most people stop, not because they can't continue, but because they don't see immediate rewards. But let me ask you, did you really expect a new life without resistance? Growth is quiet at first, like roots underground, and one day, without warning, everything changes. The discipline compounds, the confidence shows up, the results speak for you, but only if you didn't quit. Unstoppable doesn't mean perfect, it means relentless. It means you keep going even when it's hard, even when it's boring, even when no one is watching. You no longer ask, "How do I feel?" You ask, "What needs to be done?" You don't fear pressure anymore, you welcome it, because pressure built this version of you. And now, you walk differently, you think differently, you move differently. Not loud, not arrogant, but certain. You know who you are, and you know what you're capable of. Average can't touch you anymore. So let me ask you, one last time, are you done being average? Are you done negotiating with weakness? Are you done waiting for permission? Are you done watching others live the life you know you could have? Because transformation is available to anyone, but it demands a decision. Not tomorrow, not next week, now. The old you has taken you as far as it can. If you want more, you must become more. This is transformation, from average to unstoppable.